driving Kaha is a good hour from the last town, and the next town is another hour ahead, and then it's a couple of hours past that before we even get to Gisborne. So we're a little bit remote out here, but it's just beautiful, and there's a lot more vegetation on the North Island so far, and I'm hoping that these clouds will lift today. We had rain all day yesterday. It's a little bit lighter today, and it's either going to set in and come down, or it's going to lift, and hoping it'll lift. Friday 17th of July, and we have found the most awesome spot on this little river mouth, on this bay in the ocean, and it's fantastic, and I really want to stay a little bit longer, which we may do, to chat to Ruby. We got here yesterday afternoon, and we spent the afternoon in the drizzle with our feet in the river and the estuary where it's popped through, and along the shoreline looking for pippies, which we couldn't find any because we didn't try too long because our feet froze. But there's plenty up on the high tide mark, so there must be plenty down underneath that sand. We don't have a shovel, unfortunately, so we may try again this Arvie. So we're just perched up there overlooking this beautiful beach, and we've virtually got the place to ourselves. So yesterday we drove from Kaha, and I still haven't got any money in the bank, so this is like, you know, day 6 since I bought that fuel, and I'm still waiting for the 150 bond back. And all day yesterday Ruby was teasing me. They had these little caravans kind of on the side of the road here and there, a bit like Kakura, where they sell food, like, you know, oysters and things you can buy hot. And Ruby kept saying to me, "Oh, you want some oysters, Mum? You can't have any because you've got no money." You know, she thought it was rather funny. So I got it back when we fueled up. We fueled up at Waihua Bay. She has a card, and she has, you know, a little bit of spare money in there for fuel if we need it. So we used it yesterday, and I opened the door to get something out and said to her quietly, "I think there's a mobster over there." And pretty sure she was expecting, you know, a suited up Italian guy with rings and gold teeth, but what she got was face to face with this massive, big facial tattooed everywhere Maori in full, you know, mongrel mob colours, just like looking at her, because she kind of half got out the car and to look at this mobster, and that's what she got. It was really quite funny. She, you know, eyes open pretty wide, and she slipped back in the car and shut the door and locked it as well. I'll teach her for teasing me. So we've just had a little bit of lunch here. I think we'll just stay maybe another night. I've been eating peanut paste out of the jar because I'm not going to stoop down to tin spaghetti, what she's got plenty of, and she's not going to give me any more money until Monday. So hopefully by the end of today I have some money in my account and we can go and buy pizza or something, you know, tomorrow in Napier. And this little bay, it's funny, last night we actually saw across the other side of the bay, you can't see it now because there's just too many clouds, but across over there is Napier. Like, we're nearly 200 kilometres away from Napier by road, but just across by bay, and it was all lit up last night, which was really cool. Yeah, so I'm going to go and hop back in the warm and out of this rain, and might do a little bit more of our crossword until, yeah, it might ease up and we can wait for that tide to go down a little bit, and we'll look for some more pippies. Maybe we'll be successful and I'll have something to eat for tea.